All right. Round two. So last week, our adventurers were led to a door by Meepo. They went through the doorway. They went down a couple of corridors, ended up getting into a room, setting it on fire, found themselves in a large hallway. This one here on the map. Um, at one end, they opened and got into a storage room where they found some prisoners and set them free. One of the prisoners decided to stay with them. One of the characters also burst into this room, which they found to be a trophy room, but it also has a white dragon wormling hanging out who doesn't seem to be terribly interested in being bothered. They ended up going down another hallway and listening at two doors, finding themselves up against a sort of uh, living quarters of a bunch of goblins. They attempted to trick the goblins into fighting the wormling. And when we left off, they had just opened the doors to those two rooms and snuck into other rooms, and two goblins took the bait, came down the hallway, and were peeking in the trophy room where the white dragon wormling was. One of our characters, Jerry, if I'm not mistaken, decided to take a nap last week instead of go forward with the party, and I asked him to roll an investigation check to see if he could find his way back. He rolled a 10. He was aware that Meepo was showing them the door, so he knows what doorway to go through to join up with the rest of the party. From there, Jerry, you open that door and you see a hallway in front of you with two pits on either side of the hall and a very narrow bridge about 2 feet wide going down the middle of the hall.
Yeah, I just go down the bridge.
All right. You very carefully walk your way across the bridge and you come to a doorway. The door is a bit standing ajar a little bit. No one really closed it completely, and beyond it appears to be another hallway. What do you do?
I follow the smell of burning.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a smell of smoke and burning. You open that door. You open that door and you see another hallway that goes about 10 feet down and then takes a turn to the left. You head down that hallway, take the left-hand turn, and you see a door that's charred, but standing a little bit open. And as you approach that door, you see your brother Gary and Kosef in there. And Kosef is crouched down, peeking through the keyhole on the door.
Hey!
Larry! Where have you even been? Holy shit! We've done so much.
It looks it.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't fall into that pit. We had somebody fall into that pit last time. You know, if you had been by yourself, you probably would have fallen in. Nobody would have known you were down there.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 feet wide, and I'm like 2 foot tall, so kind of hard to fall in.
True. So let me just catch you up. So we got these goblins in the next room. We got to keep it down, and we're trying to trick them into fighting this like baby dragon. I really wanted to fight the dragon myself. People told me that was a bad idea. So now we're going about. We have this whole kind of plan. I can't remember who it was. One of us speaks dragon, so they were trying to trick the goblins into thinking that the dragon's got a whole bunch of treasure. So we're just kind of waiting to see what happens out there. Glad you're back.
Me too. I think Hotskin probably speaks dragon. Maybe I just.
Yeah, Hotskin is the one who speaks dragon. All
oh,
right.
That's right. Yeah, he's like a little, like kind of part dragon dude. I forgot.
Who was at the other end of the hall, peeking down down the hallway,
I'm peeking. I'm peeking through the door.
I thought
that
so.
Way
okay.
If anything goes wrong, I can speak to the dragon.
Okay. Kosef, you do not see this. You have seen the two goblins sneak past, and they went out of sight. Hotskin, you see them get up close, and it's kind of hard to see what's happening, but they are definitely getting to they're definitely at the end of the hallway near that door, and you can see that they're looking around. At that moment, you hear a roaring sound from inside of the trophy room where the wormling is. It's clearly the wormling. He's very upset, and then you see this blast of frost sweep across the hall, instantly freezing the two goblins and in place. There, you also see a third goblin frozen solid. You had not seen it before. It was complete. It was as if
Hey, Google,
it was
stop.
invisible in front of. But when it froze solid, it's suddenly right there, very clearly, obviously in front of you. The goblins are frozen solid. There's nothing they cannot move. They're dead. What do you
Well,
guys do?
guys,
What do you do?
we got him, but the dragon got him. I don't know what to do, so
Wait, why are
Dora.
we didn't ask
Sal,
you?
what was your guy's name?
It's got a group.
We got Troll and Dora with you.
Prawl, Dora. So they're frozen. I'm pretty sure they're dead. The dragon didn't move. And the door's still open.
So I can't hear you, bud. Again, sorry.
I don't want to mess with that dragon again. He was not happy. He's not a happy dragon. So, I mean, he's not coming out of the room?
Hotskin, give me a perception check with advantage.
19.
Ooh, nice. Okay, as best as you can tell, the dragon has not come out of the trophy room at all. But you also see two heads at the very end of the far end of the hall have been peeking around the doorway, and when they saw their compatriots frozen solid, they have snuck back into their like quickly zipped back into their room, and one of them is trying to close the door behind them.
All right, so we got two more at the other end, guys. Just shut the door. We still got these three that are frozen solid, like Goblin Sickles and the dragon. What are you guys thinking we should do?
So we see those two run and close the door, right?
Yeah.
Are you in the room with me? Because I'm hogging the keyhole.
That I'm just thinking about the angle here. It's a little bit too steep for you to be able to see it. You've kind of got a. Imagining you've got a cone of vision here, and you wouldn't necessarily see that doorway.
Okay.
Would they have,
just because of the angle?
Would they have been able to hear the door shut?
Yes. Yeah, they would have. Yeah, they would have been able to hear the door shut.
I think the coast is clear out there, but I'm kind of a big clunky mess. One of you little dudes want to run out there and give it a look?
Here, I'm gonna swap spots with Dora.
Let me take a look.
All right, Dora, you're taking a look. Sorry, Gary, Jerry, were one of you guys going to do something?
I'm gonna look through the keyhole and send Gregory to the other side.
Yes.
Okay.
Gregory.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. That's not a roll. It just happens, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Gregory appears at a location in your eyesight on the other side of the door.
Yeah. And then I assume his vision and have him look around the room real quick.
Okay. You see the door going to where you believe the goblins to be hiding or living is now closed, and at the other end of the hall are 3 goblin sickles. near the door to the trophy room, and the dragon wormling is not in sight.
Does the ice look like it would be blocking the door at all?
Which no.
I just nonchalantly open up the door to our room, walk over, and use Mage Hand to close the door.
Okay, what's the range on Mage Hand again? Like I actually, whatever it is, how close are you getting to that door?
30. It's 30 feet.
I think you should
30
have
feet?
to. I think you should have to, like, make some kind of actual hand gesture when you use that spell. Perfect.
And
I can hear you,
say-
Sal.
just
Yay.
just out of curiosity, how close did you get to the doorway to the trophy room before you used Mage Hand? Did you just go as far away as you could, basically?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
I went to the top of the room and then tried to shut the door.
Okay. Yeah. You swing the door closed.
Now, Mage Hand can only do 10 pounds of force.
Okay.
Or, like, carry or push something no more than 10 pounds. So-
It would be a strain because it's a heavy door, but you're able to close it.
Wait.
You hear the door close, and I'm gonna very cautiously open and kind of peek out the door.
And
You would have definitely seen Gary come out into the hall.
Okay. Gary, is the coast clear?
yeah, we're all good, guys.
Okay.
Hey, Larry, before I forget, we got another skin guy on our team, in our group. You guys have got to meet up. He's some kind of hobo goblin or something. It's homeless and also a goblin, from what I understand.
No.
I think that's all goblin.
Oh, all right. Goreskin, is that your name?
Troll.
Goreskin.
Gore. All right, here's
You can call me Trolley.
Charlie. Here's Gary and Larry. It's two of our good friends.
Why are you calling him Larry? His name is Jerry.
Jerry. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. Also, going a little stir crazy down here. It's so dark. There's no sun in this place.
Just go into a corner with Bethany, you freak.
Will do.
All right. Well, we saw some more goblins that were in that room to your left. They closed the door.
Yeah,
Should maybe go. I bet there's not that many left, though.
we assume there's only 2 more left. Do we want to bother going through that room, or should we try to go up and come through the door they don't expect?
And what if we split up? We know there's 2 doors.
All right, while you guys are doing that, I'm going through the main door.
Grab
Here
him.
we go, and I
Grab him!
I reached for him, but
Damn it,
he
Dora.
was just out of my grasp.
Damn, Dora, you have one job to do. Somebody has got to
Hotskin.
get a leash on that little fucking dragon.
You had to get past Gary and Jerry and Kosef. Do any of the 3 of you, Jerry, Gary, or Kosef, attempt to actually physically restrain Hotskin from bursting through that door?
Absolutely.
No, I just put my hand on my face and just.
Kosef, you're gonna try to restrain him?
I'm gonna actually try and pick him up by the back
Alright,
of his shirt, like he's some kind of kitty cat.
if I get caught, I will not fight. I won't resist. But
Okay.
if you stop me, I'm going.
All right. Give me a strength or athletics check, whichever one you want to do. See if you can grab him as he zips past you.
All right, my athletics is +5, so let's see.
Oh, there you go.
Well, 13.
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, let's do a contested roll. Athletics or strength, whichever you please.
My athletics is 4.
Damn it!
Oh,
He gets by.
he is very, very interested in that door.
Small little
Hot skin.
bastard.
You get to that door, you almost wrench it off its hinges as you excitedly swing it open and burst through the doorway. Yeah, let me read for you,
Guys,
fine gentlemen.
what if we just
what you see?
let him go?
No, we have to keep him.
I mean, honestly, he's gonna get
he's
us
part
all
of the
killed.
mascot. We have to keep him alive.
I don't know.
But he just
Hot
wants to rush in so bad.
Who else is
Breath
gonna rush
smells.
to the trap for us?
Everybody's Russian.
We got to keep them around.
Hotskin, what might have once been a cathedral now is a goblin lair in front of you. It is thick with the filth of years of goblin life. Scores of wall
thick.
and floor mounted sconces filled with violet glowing fungi provide illumination. Dozens of goblins. Actually, I'm not going to read that part because it's not true anymore. Along the southern wall is a heaping pile of assorted items, including wagon wheels, broken armor, rusted arms, chests, small statues, antique furniture, and artwork.
And
the part I was
one
going
small
to read,
couch.
yes, apparently. But the part I wasn't going to read was going to say that you were going to see dozens of goblins going about their daily business, but you do not see anyone immediately.
Uh-oh.
It appears to be an empty room at the moment.
All right, I'm sauntering up behind him now as he's going in.
I'm going to the other door.
Yes.
2 doors into this place. I'm gonna try and flank him.
I got a pretty good deck.
I'm gonna try and get in there behind him. Maybe get little Bethany sneak attack. So I'm gonna make my way to the other door.
I'm gonna roll perception and see if I can find anybody.
Hold on a second. I had a child moment here. So just to clarify, Dolra, you are following behind Hotskin, correct?
Yep.
And Kosef, you're going to go through the hallway to the other door, correct?
Yeah, the other door that we already kind of identified is hearing sounds through glass.
Did I miss anything else that was happening at the moment?
I don't.
Was anybody else saying that they were doing? Okay, sorry about that. I was trying to deal with kids who are at the same time. Hotskin, yeah, absolutely. You can roll perception to see if you can see what's going on around in the room.
17.
17. In front of you, there's you've I'm gonna say you've seen goblin living quarters before, and there's very clearly clutter from goblin living quarters all around the place. With a 17, I'll give you that you can tell there are goblins there, but you don't see them yet. If they're there, they've definitely, when you're sure they are, they've absolutely concealed themselves, and you're not really, and they're doing a good job of it.
You can tell they're there because they defecated recently, probably.
I pull out my 2 short swords. Oh shit! I don't have my fire breath.
Okay, so I rolled a perception. I'm rolling a 7. I'm assuming I do not even notice that. I go and I pick Hotskin up by the scruff of his neck, and I turn around. Why are you running off? Why aren't you staying with the group?
Because I was getting bored. The dragon thing was fun and exciting, but it was too much waiting and not enough action. Going in for the action, and I don't know if you can tell.
Too much energy. You need to cool off. I literally throw him up in the air and then grab him and keep throwing him up and down in the air.
Can I get a quick?
2 pointy things right here. Don't want to cut you or me, so I'm gonna put these away. Second off, I'm positive you can't tell, but there are goblins in here. I can't see them, but I know they're here.
I mean, the whole place just reeks of goblins.
You said second off. I thought you said. Never mind. Forget it. I thought you said something much more vulgar than that.
Kosef, by this point you have made it around into the hallway. There's the 2 doors, one on the curved wall on the far end, and one kind of halfway down on the south side of the hallway.
Okay, I want to take just a quick Dungeons and Dragons timeout to get an explanation, an opportunity to both rag on my brother and also find out if it's good, proper D&D etiquette to roll something and then decide for yourself what that determined. Like, he rolled a 7 perception and just said straight up, I didn't see anything, and I'm gonna grab him, and then he just starts talking to him. So in terms of just etiquette, how did that fare?
No, normally you would wait. You would say, hey, like, if you're trying to like perceive something, for example, you would tell the DM, and he would ask you to make a perception check, or he might just give something to you for free.
Yeah, that's right, Zach.
Because he
You're
rolled.
not the DM.
I was rolling it for roleplay. It was for my own satisfaction.
There's also that option.
All right.
And that's what a private set of dice are good for. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Right.
And then but like, because he rolled a 7 and he was like, I don't see anything. I mean, that's pretty much going to be the case. So he kind of knew with that number he probably wasn't going to see anything new. But Matthew is shaking his head and saying no, and he has a lot more experience with D&D. So Matthew, what do you have to say?
Oh, I was talking to him. He actually has something.
Oh, okay.
I was
yeah,
curious.
You can't roll lower than your passive perception.
Oh, there's
You cannot. Interesting.
What is your passive perception? Oh, it's there. Okay.
12.
Engaged
Oh, I see. Okay, so
or your
10.
lowest possible rolls.
Oh, see that's worth knowing. Okay, thank you. All right, moving on. Now what I'm going to actually do is just, stick my I don't want to put my face against the door to listen because I just feel like it's too dirty for that. So I just want to kind of get it close enough where I can kind of hear inside and see if I can hear any goblins.
okay. You hear Dolra chewing out somebody.
Okay, so I just want to like kind of still quietly go in the door because I assume I'm on like the other side of the room. They may have gathered where I am, so I'm gonna try and kind of sneak inside the door.
Okay, give me go ahead and give me a stealth check just to see how quietly that
All right,
is or is not happening.
I have disadvantage on that, so
What do you want?
Okay.
I got a 1.
Nice. That door apparently didn't get greased recently because it squeaked and you banged your axe on the door jamb, and everybody knows you're opening that door and stepping inside. You also farted on your way in. Just ripped a good one.
Stop shaking, Huskin, and then like look over you. I'm like, and you now too? Can't you behave?
And then just to cap it all off at the very end, I want to go, sorry.
Jerry, Gary, and Troll, what are you guys up to at this moment?
I think we just finished our introductions. I just finished meeting the Gary, or is it Jerry? The other one?
Jerry.
Yeah.
Good
We
way
just
to
finished
put
catching up.
Jerry. Gregory.
Gregory. I won't forget Gregory. Yeah, we
Okay,
just
so you
finished
guys
catching up.
you guys are in the hall there. Okay. All right. About this point, you hear you start to hear a little bit of whispering from the other end of the hall, or the other end of the other side of the room, and then let's see. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna kill you guys? That's what I want to know.
Always
Just
the
kidding.
interesting question.
Right? It's always the question. All right. Ooh. Okay.
How have there been 4 hot skins? If they're all this brash and like
Inbreeding.
yeah.
That's a great question. Troll, do you have an armor? Is your armor class over 14?
It's at 14.
I'm sorry, not Troll. I'm not Troll.
Oh.
Dolra.
My armor class is 15.
15. Okay.
Nice.
As you hear that kind of whispering at the other side of the room, at that moment, an arrow kind of glances off of your armor, and 3 more bury themselves into the wall behind you.
What was that? Are there mosquitoes in here?
All right,
And
buddy,
now
you need to put
I
me
need you
down.
guys to roll initiative.
Oh,
Woo! Let's go.
Damn
that's
it.
intelligence. Where's initiative?
12.
It's right next to your armor class.
I got 11.
11. Okay, it should show up.
Gary.
Well, it makes sense that I rolled a 3 since Dolra's still holding me.
Yeah. Since you play D&D like you play
Alright.
Elden Ring, you're just like trying to mainline the whole thing.
Sure. Let's see.
Did you beat it last night,
Oh.
Jonah?
No, I'm
then-
at the last boss.
Okay.
He's kicking
All
my
right.
ass.
Sorry, I brought it up.
Okay, actually, I just realized I have to adjust something in my little encounter save, and I had Gary still hidden, so I'm gonna have to re-enter these. Okay, so let's see. We have Dolra with an 18. Tell me if I'm reading this wrong here, guys. Kosef with an 11. Hot Skin with a 3. Nice. Gary with a 22. Jerry with a 22. Nice.
Typical.
And Troll
No.
with a
Roll
12.
it on the same computer back to back.
Interesting. I'm not going to be suspicious of that at all. All right, right off the top, Gary, it is your turn. You are in the hall. You've heard what sounds like arrows thudding into the wall, and perhaps some exclamations from your compatriots in the other room.
You also heard a big clumsy Goliath basically fall through a door.
Is that okay?
That too.
So was I aware of these arrows getting fired as well?
Yeah, I mean, you heard them hit the wall. You didn't
Okay.
necessarily notice where they came from.
Okay.
Speak up.
I did.
To me?
All right,
Out from underneath the rug.
Sorry.
all right, Mr. Gary, it's your turn. You're in the hallway.
Which one?
Sorry. Don't
Don't need that.
Boom.
All right. So you're in the hallway out here, and the arrows have kind of come from this general area and thudded into the wall here. So you heard them hit the wall, and you're like kind of out here. There's a room beyond that you haven't gone into, but a couple of your buddies are inside there.
I don't see your arrow. Oh, there it is.
You're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. But who's going?
Gary, and then Jerry immediately are following because you guys rolled so well.
I'm gonna run into the room and I'm gonna shoot a firebolt into the pile of garbage.
Alrighty. Let's see. So you would not need to roll that. Is that an attack roll for firebolt?
It is, but it's like I'm attacking a large
A
target.
huge pile. Yeah. So
Just going for setting something on fire.
okay. Go ahead and are you able to roll that with advantage?
I need it.
If you right click it, it should pull up.
I'm going to say a 12 is enough to hit it because it's just a huge object that's not moving and not trying to avoid it. So, yeah, 17. You managed to chuck your firebolt right at this big pile of loot, and there's a couple of it managed to hit something flammable, and it's starting to burn. Do you want to do anything else with a bonus action or anything? I guess that was your movement. Was your yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I don't think I have any bonus actions.
Okay. All right. Our dear friends who have been hiding have now decided it is time to reveal themselves, and we have a goblin hiding behind a crate. Leans out to shoot its bow, and it randomly picks our dear friend Kosef who thought he was being very sneaky, and
Wow.
it shoots at you. Let's see. Why is it not?
So, do I know where this is coming from? Like, can you point on the map, or?
You guys have not been able to perceive them, so you kind of know it's coming from the general that side of the room. Once it shoots you, you're going to know where it is. Why? I'm kind of surprised that's not working. So we're just going to do it with a normal die. Whoa. Okay. 22. Does that hit?
Is that a rhetorical question?
It's a DM
Your
question right there.
Yes,
You take
Dan.
five damage, sir.
Okay.
And yeah, and as it shoots you, it's kind of over here. I don't know if you can see where I'm showing on the map. It's kind of near the door of the door in it, like on a curved wall at the top end of the north end of the room.
So that'd be pretty close
fairly
to
close
me.
to you.
So I should probably know where it is, right?
No.
From the, or do I not?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
You would absolutely see it now.
Okay.
It's not quite melee range, but you could move up to it in a couple of steps and be able to get to melee range with it.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunately I rolled initiative for all of them at the same time, and so they all just are gonna pummel you guys to start with here. Okay, 5 is not gonna hit Dora.
Oh my gosh, they must have all rolled 19s and 20s. Jesus.
Yeah, I rolled their initiative and it was they're all pretty high. That's gonna miss our dear friend Troll. And a 22 for Hot Skin. Sorry, bud.
Definitely a hit.
7 damage.
Holy God!
That was almost max.
How much health do you have left there, Hudson?
I'm at 5
because I'm throwing him in the air.
have
Should
a
he have
short.
rolled that with disadvantage? Or should they got attacked with disadvantage?
I didn't think about that. I'm gonna go ahead and just go with no, but
Damn it!
All right, the next goblin just for clarity, that one was kind of over here by the pile, like on the very south end of the room by the pile of loot that's now on fire. There are 2 more goblins who are in the middle of the room. They are now going to jump out and come up to attack with their swords. And one is going to go after. Actually, they're both going to go after Dolra. Sorry, Dolra. We have.
Not even giving me a chance to rage here.
13 and an 8. So neither of them are going to hit you. They both swing, but you are ready for them. Now, Mr. Dolra, it is your turn.
I put Hotskin down next to Gary, and I'm like, keep him safe. And then I start breathing really hard, pull out my axe, Foxana! And I run off to the closest one and just proceed to take a big old hack at it with Bova.
Okay, so there's 2 of them in front of
I'm
you,
raging,
one to
by
the
the
right,
way.
one to the left. Yeah, I assumed that that's what your plan was.
Yeah.
So one to the right, one to the left, and of you, they're right in front of you. Which one are you going to try to hit?
The one to the right.
Okay, and go ahead and roll your attack.
That's a 20.
Oh yeah. Okay. Not a natural though, so that's fine. You definitely hit it.
And then, so I get to do my attack and then add 2 melee damage on top of it. So make that a 13 damage hit.
Let's go.
13 damage. All right. You have gone into a total rage, and your axe cleaves straight through it. Where do you hit it, and how does it die?
From left shoulder. Face me, yeah. From left shoulder to right hip, just cleaved clear through.
Nice.
It falls to the floor, completely dismembered, and
Kratos style.
when you hear that, when that happens, you hear screaming from all over the room as you realize there's not just a handful, there's not just a few goblins in here. There's a lot of goblins in here, and yeah, but it is Troll's turn now. What are you gonna do?
Troll.
Well,
Troll.
Oh, sorry, I'm dealing with something right now.
It's cool. It's cool.
So
We're all dealing with.
we're in a mob of
We're in a fight.
goblins.
Uh,
There's-
you are currently in the hallway. You have the opportunity to move up, and there are one goblin that's attacking Dolra. You can see that through the doorway. There, there are more, and you've just heard like a lot more goblins all over the place in that room.
Oh man, I'm low on health, but I guess I'll go back up Dolra because it'll lower the chance of me being the only one getting hit.
Okay, so there's one goblin right in front of him. Is that the one you want to go attack?
Yeah,
Well,
hopefully. What were you saying?
This is we might we might get wiped in this encounter based on the number of goblins and their ability to hide and stuff. So I wouldn't leave this encounter with any spell slots if you can.
Oh, okay.
And there's a bunch hiding. You might want to use something like Burning Hands, or some of your damage spells.
Yeah.
Area.
Light
hit
the room on fire.
Won't it hurt you guys? It won't. Are you guys? Is there friendly fire? Is it dialed back on this server?
You could go get the dragon.
No, you can friendly fire, but if you move up to next to Dolra, there's nobody in front of him of your team. And you would be able to see that.
And then I'll blast them with my cone of burning hands.
All right.
That sounds like the move.
I don't remember off the top of my head how Burning Hands works. Is that you roll for damage, or
saving throw?
It's a saving throw? Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah,
you have it. Sal should read it.
All right. As you hold your hands with thumbs touching. 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d. I just rolled that. Fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay. All right. You just made me have to roll a whole bunch of dice. What's
Sorry.
the
Let him kill me. No,
okay.
it's fine. It's fine. You guys can kill me.
What's the spell save DC? So like what do I have to beat in order for them to make the save?
The hit DC for me is 12 dexterity.
12. Okay. All right. Okay. Unfortunately, our little goblins are dexterous little boogers.
No.
Okay. Well, they
Not
didn't
what we
make
wanted
it,
to hear.
Oh,
and they did, and they did not. All right. I'm assuming you were trying to get the goblin that was like right in melee range of Dolra as well. That goblin did not make the save, and it burns to a beautiful little crisp, taking 11 damage and crumples to the floor in ash. In front of you see
the other ones that successfully dodge. They only take half fire damage, right? Isn't that what it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this cone, and in front of you, this cone of, you said it was a 50-foot cone?
15.
15. I was like, holy cow, 50?
So three spaces.
Okay, so you blast the fire out in front of you, and they are hiding, and you don't necessarily see them, but until they've caught fire. But you see 3 more. I'll give you 4 more goblins fall to the ground in flames. But you also managed to catch 5 what looks to be older and significantly younger goblins in the fire that appeared to be hiding, did not appear to be ready to fight in any way.
Oh god.
You killed the...
You are burning their home. Troll, or sorry, that was your turn, Troll. Unless you had anything else to do you wanted to do.
Apologize? Can I apologize to the families?
You can say,
Listen,
or
you can apologize to us because if you cast any spell, it's going to be a rule that you have to make some kind of spell hand gesture.
Oh, okay.
So cone hands. Nice. Okay. There we go.
Vote
Perfect.
into the.
It's not what I was expecting.
Kosef, it is
That's
your
another one
turn.
you can do for
You
fire.
have you have seen you've spotted the goblin who tried to shoot you with his bow.
Okay.
And you now like sizable chunk of the room is on fire. You've seen a number of goblins catch fire, and you're starting to realize that most everything in the middle of the room is going to have at least one goblin hiding behind it.
Okay. I just want to go after the one that shot me. I have these bonus actions. Do I have to like announce I'm doing those before a turn, or like if I like miss a swing, can I go, I want to do action surge and get another action on my turn? You can do it once.
Are you talking about the
So you get a bonus action, a movement, and an action every turn. With an action surge, you get basically another turn.
Right. So like if I wanted to take 2 swings with my axe, I could use that once per rest, right? So I assume,
no problem.
Okay, so I assume that that's active now, assuming that I haven't used it at all. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna. But the thing is, I don't have to declare I'm using that right away. Like if I kill the thing, I'm obviously not going to do an action.
Yeah,
search.
you can take a swing, and then you could announce, okay, and then I'm gonna, as for my bonus action, I'm gonna take another swing.
All right, I wanna like take like an almost like comical, like jump up in the air, like cartoonish, like both feet outstretched, axe swing down, like I'm trying to like sledgehammer in like a Bugs Bunny cartoon on top of this goblin.
Okay, roll it.
All right, so I'm rolling the hit dice, right? Is that?
Yeah, you roll the attack and then the damage.
Okay.
So on yeah.
So 15 is the hit dice. So does that hit?
That will hit. Yes.
All right. So now the damage is 15.
You pile driver the thing into the ground. It crumples it at your feet. It is very clearly completely dispatched. Do you want to make an attempt at attacking another creature? At this point, I would say you probably could see another goblin within range. If you wanted to make a second attack, or you could hold on to that, whatever you'd like.
No, I'm on a roll, baby. Same move.
All right, roll your attack.
Almost like I'm like fucking Mario in like the original Donkey Kong when you get the hammer and it's like dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
I could
All right,
use
we're
that as your
rolling.
example
We're
rather than
rolling.
the hammer and smash.
We're rolling hit dice number 2. Damn. Oh, it's a 12. That's a 7 and not a. I thought that was a 1.
Believe it or not, you managed to hit this one.
Oh, sweet.
And, yep. Give me your damage.
4.
This
good.
This goblin that you have found to attack does not look quite as up to a fight, and you easily smash it to the floor as well, and it crumples dead.
Okay. Well, I want to
You want to
shake Bethany off, and then I want to spit on the goblin's corpse. All right.
Okay. Sorry?
Is spitting a bonus action?
Actually,
I'm gonna go with a free action on that, unless you try to do damage with it.
No. I just want to disrespect the little small goblin I just killed. I want to be very full of myself.
The small child is like trembling in the crate next to it.
I'll kill him next.
At this point, you guys definitely hear a lot of yelling in Goblin, and almost as if on command, about 15 goblins of various sizes and shapes come running out from their hiding places, and they appear to be running right at you. But none of them seem to be carrying any weapons whatsoever. Do you want to take attacks of opportunity as they run toward you?
I'm enraged. I can't tell the difference. So
I still
yes.
haven't attacked.
Right.
Are they running towards me? Are you asking me if I want to take it?
Since I am currently enraged, I do not notice that they don't have weapons. So yes.
That's a question for each of you.
Oh yeah, I'm killing any goblin. It might grow up to kill me one day.
We're already in it.
Maybe I should ask, is anybody not going to take an attack of opportunity?
Spoken like a true person who got us in it, by the way.
No.
I mean, we're already in it.
Gary, you're saying you will not take attack of opportunity?
I think we all are.
Okay.
Sal, are you feeling bad enough about your cone of fire to not make an attack of opportunity?
Well, the thing is, I don't want to be the only guy like not doing something.
These aren't kittens. These aren't kittens and puppies, Sal. They're goblins.
All right.
I am still prejudiced against goblins, so of course you guys have.
Right.
So we'll just go around the list. Gary. Let's start with Gary. Can you give me let's see, that would be with a melee weapon, correct? Do you have a melee weapon equipped? And
I have a dagger.
Okay. Cool. All right. Give me an attack with that melee weapon.
I feel like we're gonna have to form a pact and promise never to talk about this night again.
I'm gonna bring it up every night at dinner.
You're gonna hit it. What's the damage?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you just as a reaction, you reach out and stab a goblin right through the. I don't know, where do you stab it? I guess you're about 2 feet tall, so in the stomach, in the leg, and it crumples to the ground. Jerry, it's your turn.
Should have done it between like the C4 and C5 vertebra. Just like leave him like there, like where he like can't use his legs.
He's gonna attack with his dagger too.
Okay.
I think that hits.
Roll the damage.
Does that hit?
Gary, the chosen one. Nice. 6. Yep. You dispatch a goblin yourself. Let's do this. How about each of the rest of you watch your own rolls. Roll an attack with a melee weapon, and if you beat an 8, tell me. And then if you beat and then you have to do more than 3 damage.
So if you beat an 8,
yeah, I did 19 to hit and 17 damage.
I did 22 to hit and
I'm
8
damage. Seeing that.
Damn. Hotskin rolling his fucking age.
Yeah, well, roll the same damage.
Everyone, you don't even need to roll damage because I think everyone has more than a +3 or.
That's probably true. Okay. As this crowd of goblins run past you, you each manage to swing and dispatch one, and they fall, all of them, at your feet. But the rest of them do not seem to attack. They just run right past you. But in the midst of them running out is there are a few stragglers who still seem to be interested in fighting. We're going to have it's still not rolling for me. That's weird. All right, I'm gonna roll manually then. My encounter, for whatever reason, usually it'll just roll the dice digitally for me, but it's not doing it today. So we're gonna do this. Let's see, how many do I have? All right. Okay.
Have you tried refreshing it or anything?
I could. I'll just do that really quick. And if we lose our progress, we did not lose our progress. Hey, it's working now. All right, the first one misses with a 7. The next one's swinging at, we're going to say Kosef. Come on. Thank you. Kosef gets missed with a 3. These goblins are not soldiers, and they're not used to fighting in this capacity. Another miss. This is just going great.
I'm having a fun time visualizing, like just like
yes, all these little goblins.
That's what you get for shooting me, you little. Sorry.
Dolra, does an 18 beat your armor class?
It does.
1 has managed to actually hit you with its club, and you take but you know what? They hit you, but they're so weak. It was just like a tap.
How much damage was it?
0.
Seriously?
1 minus 1.
Oh, I was about to say I take half damage right out on it.
And the last one rolls in that
I'm just
one.
like staring it down now after it.
One of them did 5 damage on me.
So there's now 1 goblin archer kind of halfway back in the room, and there are 5 goblins who have run up. 2 of them are in front of Kosef. The other 3 are in front of the rest of the group, and they have little clubs, and they're clearly ready to fight to the death. Hotskin, it is your turn. There's 3 goblins in front of you in melee range.
You're muted, by the way.
Am I able to shoot that one across the room with my bow?
Yeah, go for it. Take a shot.
Pull out that bow and
Bow of Nair, do me justice.
Fly straight and true and a little to the left.
11. Does it hit?
That's enough to hit. Wait, I think that's enough to hit. Let me just double check. No, I'm sorry. This one is actually wearing armor. So yeah, you absolutely are not. It glances right off of its armor, unfortunately. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action at all, or are you ready to move on?
I don't know if I can do anything. I have any.
Mr. Gary?
I can't.
Okay, Mr. Gary, it is your turn. 3 goblins within melee range in front of Dolra, and I think you're right there. 2 over in front of Kosef, and 1 more in the middle of the room, shooting, or kind of the far side of the room, shooting his bow.
I attack one near Dolra.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Mind Sliver.
Okay.
It has to make a intelligence check of 14.
It does not make the save.
Alright, then it's gonna take 1d6 damage and subtract 1d4 from its next saving throw.
Okay, so it takes 5 damage.
Yeah.
Sorry, how much damage is it taking?
5.
5 damage. Okay. And then it has to subtract a 1d4 from its next saving throw?
Yep.
Okay, help me remember to do that. If it actually survives to do a saving throw. Jerry.
Should I?
It is your turn, sir.
Jonas, Steven wants to know if the bow of Nair always takes preemptive attacks, or would that be a little premature?
I didn't get to, since we didn't do a short rest or anything, I didn't get to wax it first.
Put a little spit shine on it.
What? Sorry, I have
Jerry.
to flex.
It's,
All right.
it's missing its moisturizer.
How about magic missile?
I've been called that
Okay.
before.
Who are you? Who are you magic missiling? So there's one archer on the other side of the room, 2 in front of Kosef, 3 in front of Dora. You're next to Dora.
I'll do all 3 at the archer. Do 1 on my guy, and the other 2 at the archer. No, I'm gonna kill the archer.
The archer just took some damage, if I'm not mistaken. That's who you were attacking, right, Gary?
No, I was attacking one near Dora.
Oh, I'm
The
sorry.
archer got
Then-
the one that glanced off of it from Hot Skin. Did he take any damage from? No, he didn't because that was against one of the non-combatant goblins.
If
I
it would
I was
over you, I can just have hit that guy. I was kind of coin
no,
flipping
it's fine. I could totally fix that. In that case, you actually killed the goblin. So there's 2 in front of Dora,
Wait a
2 in front of Hotskin, and the archer. So you're going to.
So there's 5 left. 5 goblins left.
There's 5 goblins that you can see left.
All that beautiful bean footage.
Which ones are you attacking?
The archer.
All of them at the archer.
Okay, all at the archer. Magic missile. There's 3. And then,
Does it make me roll them all individually? That's dumb.
yeah, it is. It's super dumb. That was one thing that I was like kind of shocked about. All right. The missiles arc across the room and just right through your little goblin archer friend, and he crumples to the floor.
I blow the smoke off my finger.
And there is 1 goblin standing in front of him still. There are 2 more kind of on the other side of the room in front of Kosef, who is by himself.
Wait, let me read this. I think I'm gonna.
I've got an ad rolling right now.
Could I use my shield and then attack the guy that's in front of Dora? Because I'm worried about taking damage still, since there's so much chaos.
You
Use your shield. You mean
Well,
you want to attack?
it says I have a spell named Shield, and I don't know if that'll provide protection.
That'll protect you.
So that only works when you get attacked.
Oh,
You
so I
can
don't
use-
have to use it now. Got it.
You use that as a reaction to buff your AC momentarily. Use
Got it,
one
got
of your cantrips and blast something.
All right. Well, let's just do a firebolt at the gentleman. Goblin.
Do it.
Just rolled a 12.
That'll hit. Yep. And was it 9 damage?
Oh, I know.
You blast it into flames, and it becomes ash.
This is the firebolt. Just like a
Perfect.
Hot potato.
Kosef,
All right.
Kosef, there are two goblins in front of you.
All right. I think the stream is back. Okay.
We're good. It's back up.
Is one of them more heavily armored than the other? Can I
No,
tell that?
they both have clubs.
Both have clubs. All right. All right. I just want to. I want to attack the one to the right, the uglier one.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. He's definitely got an uglier nose.
All right.
This is
So
like 90%.
rolling an attack here.
Do it.
11.
11 hits.
Oh, all right. Cool. Boom. 6 damage.
And you destroy it.
Nice.
You you don't have the option of doing a second attack this round, is that correct?
No, I thought that was.
I
once
have
per
other
short
bonus
rest.
actions I can do, but I don't
Okay.
think I can do. I can heal damage. I can reduce damage dealt to me. When do I do that? Like when they're attacking? Like afterwards I can reduce damage? So
You gotta read the feat or the
it
trait
says,
or whatnot.
focus yourself to occasionally shrug off injury. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to roll a d12. Add your constitution modifier to the number rolled. Reduce the damage by that total after you use this trait. Alright, well,
Yeah,
anyway.
so that's
Some of the
when you're
stone's
getting
endurance.
attacked.
Yeah, once
That's
per
when-
short rest.
Alright, alright, I just want to, like, again, do my thing where I shake the blood off of my axe, but if I'm in range, I kind of want to shake it in the direction of the other goblin. Just like...
Okay. All right. Yeah, you definitely just shake the blood off towards the other goblin, who is now. It is now his turn, and
Does he stand a chance?
he is now genuinely terrified, and it is going to attempt to run away from you.
Can I get an attack of
Yeah.
opportunity on it? Can I get an attack of opportunity on it while it's running, please?
It's in front of Kosef, so Kosef is the one who gets the attack of opportunity as it attempts to run away.
Yeah, suck it, Zach. I want to attack of opportunity it.
Okay.
You should just take Bethany and fucking.
Yeah, I want to like try and like as it's running, just like use the axe to like kind of hook it around its neck and like pull it back towards me before I swing at it. If I can
Okay.
be so bold.
Roll your attack. Roll your attack.
13.
You're gonna manage to hit it. What?
6 again. I don't want to
And
6.
it is dead. And with that, the last goblin that you can see falls to the ground, and you all begin to look around at the carnage. Dora, as your rage continues before it fades, is there anything that you're going to do?
I am going to bum rush into that upper cathedral looking room. It
The
just
circular one?
yeah, just straight through that door.
Well, you don't know what it looks like.
I grab onto his.
We looked in
onto
there
his
already.
Shoulder.
We haven't been in that room.
No, we haven't been in
Gregory
there.
was in that room.
Oh, that's right. Gregory was in there. Didn't you see like a
It's
hobgoblin
not how
or
you
something?
pronounce it.
No, it's pronounced Gregory, but I'll let it go.
Yeah.
As he's running, I grab onto his back, sheathe my sword, and I start riding Dora
Okay.
into the other room.
Okay.
Let's go, big guy!
All right, hold on.
As I'm trying to hold a bloody wound.
Dora, you burst through the doorway, and what's your armor class again?
15.
All right.
God, I'm scared.
You immediately are greeted with a long sword slash across the chest, and you take 2 damage.
So I take 1
Immediately.
damage.
Okay.
Because I
you're
have
raged.
half damage on slashing.
And
Where do you see that kind of stuff?
holy cow.
That's just on my rage. It's just
Oh, on the rage
on the
thing.
rage thing. It says resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
How much longer are you all roid raged down?
I'm raged until I'm either knocked unconscious, my turn ends, and I haven't attacked a hostile creature, or I haven't been attacked in the past. turn.
Okay. I have to find you guys' initiative rolls here. Okay, because we're
At
just
an
going to
18.
keep them.
At an 18.
All right. All right.
I
We
think
have
I was the
Dora
last
with an
one to
18.
roll, or the last
Hotskin
one
with
to
a
attack.
3. Jerry with a 22, Gary with a 22. I remember that part.
We still using
And
the same
then
initiatives?
Troll. Yeah,
I
we're
haven't
using
exited
the same-
combat.
Man,
You haven't.
I was gonna taste the goblin blood.
I mean, you can do that on your turn if you so desire.
What
Well,
was
you got us all
Troll's-
in another fight already.
what
I
was
am
Troll's
enraged.
Initiative here.
You can go
He's
suck Bethany off.
enraged and
if you
I'm
like.
stupid. So
Oh,
I
here.
mean,
I see. I see what you did. Okay. All right. We were with Dora bursting through the doorway. Gary and Jerry. Well, we're starting with Gary. You guys see Dora with apparently Hotskin hanging onto his back burst through that door into the next room and immediately take a sword across the chest. And another one swing past his head, just barely missing him.
oh jeez.
What are you guys going to do?
Send the owl.
Actually, how? Let me read my owl. Hold on. Oh,
Dan, where am I in the turns? I'm like pretty far down the list. Like if I need to go.
Yeah, you're
All right.
you're currently. Wait, why do I have your initiative as 0? What was your?
It was
That's
11.
not right. It was 11. Okay,
I'm gonna go.
You're
Yeah.
halfway.
there we go. You're about halfway down.
Okay. I'm gonna run to my own personal dungeon. I'll be right back.
Gotta go to the chamber pot.
I didn't realize Gregory got his own roll.
Okay.
You whip some blood and bring it with you.
Can
Gregory
his
attack?
Be a 15. How far away in there? Can I close the distance?
Let's look at the map. So you guys, in my mind, you guys were here. Dolra has just rushed through this room. So
We
I
can't
mean,
see
what's
your
that like?
cursor.
Oh, that would be problematic. Let's see. Can you
I
see it
guess
now?
what were
Yeah.
they doing when I was rushing
Okay,
into that?
so you guys were kind of in this area, and Dora rushed straight through that door. And so my guess is you're about here, and it's, what does that look like? 15 feet to the doorway?
Yeah.
So we'll call it 15 feet to the doorway, and then on the other side, you did not see what hit him. I mean, you saw swords, but you didn't see who.
Okay. I'm gonna try to like run up to the side of the door to get an angle on something that I can see.
Okay. When you get up to the doorway, go ahead and give me a perception check. And this is you, correct? Not
Right.
anybody else? Okay. So you get up to the doorway, and you can see one of the hobgoblins on the like other side of the door, kind of the opposite side from you, standing there with a long sword drawn and ready to attack. And on that side of the room, well, that's with a 12. That's about all you're going to be able to see. You were running, and you just got up to the door, and you see on the other side there's a hobgoblin on the other side of the doorway, up against the wall.
Cool. I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Okay.
Hit him with all 3 darts.
Alrighty.
Do some work. Get here.
2.
Three.
3.
Can't even see that one. 2. Jeez.
2.
Almost as lame as
Um,
possible.
The magic missiles just drive straight into the hobgoblin. It's clearly injured, but it is still standing.
All right, that's my turn.
Jerry.
I'm gonna do a front flip into the room and shoot the one he just attacked with a fireball.
You're gonna take an opportunity attack.
I'm gonna message you first.
Why? That takes an action.
No,
Yes, it does.
where do you see that?
One action.
What else is there to do?
Cure wounds. What's his face? Hot skin.
Yeah,
He's in the room.
he does not have much health left.
I've got 5 of 20 health.
He's in the room.
So run up.
Hey.
They're in the doorway right here.
So I'm gonna take an opportunity attack still.
No, they can't even see. Like, no,
I have to touch.
they would have to attack you through him. So no, it's not an attack of opportunity.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
So you're gonna run up and heal him?
Yeah, I'll run up and I'll heal Hot again.
Okay.
Did Hotskin die while I'm gone?
No,
No.
I'm just really low on health.
All right. Hot
Thank
skin,
you,
you
sir.
get 4 health. You run up and attack of opportunity is only if you're attempting to leave without disengaging, correct? Does that sound right to you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you've run up and you are right up in everybody's business, but you don't get attacked right off the bat. Anything else from Mr. Jerry?
No.
All right. The hobgoblin that you have been attacking now takes yet another swing at at Dora. This time he chokes up on the blade with 2 hands and takes a swing for a 12.
Does not hit.
Unfortunately, he swings and misses. Another hobgoblin on the other side of the doorway also does the same and attempts to take a hit and rolls an 18.
That does hit.
And you're going to take 9 damage, sir.
So with resistance, I take half, right?
You have resistance to slashing?
Yes, I have resistance to slashing.
Yeah, so...
So would that be 4? Would that be 5?
I think you would take 5.
Okay.
Is that right, Matthew?
Wait, what?
Joshua? If he's taking half damage and it's 9, he gets more or less?
I don't remember.
I think it's
Okay.
rounded up, so... No,
Yeah,
I think it's rounded up so you would still take 1 damage.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm taking I'm
Okay.
taking 5 damage. I was 9 damage.
5.
I'm taking half, so I'm
5.
gonna take 5 damage. That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, because otherwise you're like technically invincible to an armed strike.
That's a good point. Another hobgoblin from the other side of the room is going to attempt to shoot Hotskin with his bow. With a roll of a 5, I'm guessing that misses Hotskin.
No.
Wait, we're fighting hobgoblins?
Yes.
Yes.
We got
Brothers.
we got hobgoblin on hobgoblin crime going on in here?
Yes.
I mean, that's goblin culture. It's no big deal.
Oh, okay.
So a 5.
Are there any
I'm assuming
hobgoblin
a 5
kids?
Sometimes.
Mhm.
The question is, are there any hobbit goblin kids?
Hey,
Hotskin. Hotskin, did 5 miss you? I'm assuming that's true.
Yeah, it's 16.
Dora, it is your turn. You now realize you're looking about the room in your rage still. You can see there is a hobgoblin to your right in the doorway, or next to the door, a hobgoblin to your left. There's one across the room with a bow. You also see, what are these? There's, come on. There's a, actually, there's 2 more that are across the room that have not made any attempt to attack. There's a goblin, and they're both goblins. So there's 2 goblins that are across the room. that have not made an attempt to attack you, but you know you've been swung at by the guys with the long swords, and the one with the bow from across the room has shot at Hotskin.
Okay.
So there's a total of 5 enemies.
So is the one that did the most recent attack the one that's been hit by the magic missile, or is that other one?
The most recent attack was the other one. The magic missile one was the one that swung first.
Okay, the one that hit me for like 1 damage.
If you want to go after the less
I'm going after the one
I'll
that
finish.
hit me the hardest. Is
okay.
What I'm doing in my rage. So
okay.
So the one I guess that hit me for the damage, which I think that's the one to the left side of the door.
To the right.
The right.
To the right side, the north side of the doorway.
And that did not take that one. Okay.
Yeah, that one did not get hit.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna I straight eye him down and then just go from a bottom up axe attack. So
okay.
Yeah. Probably
that's a 20.
Back to front.
You hit.
And that's a 10 on damage.
A 10? Alright. You do an immense amount of damage to this creature, but it is still hanging on to life. It has not it has not succumbed to your attack. Anything else from you?
I don't think I have any extra things I can do here. I guess I need to be able to move out of the door for other people to come in, though.
Yeah, that might be good. If you move too far, you get an attack of opportunity, though.
I'm not going to move too far. I'm just I'm basically going to say, as I did my attack on that one, I moved out of the way of the door.
Okay.
As I was making my attack, so I'm not blocking the door from anyone else anymore.
Okay. You would still be in melee range of both of them, just to be clear.
That is perfectly okay. That is what I'm expecting.
Okay. From across the room, oh my okay. Sorry, I was just reading something. From across the room, one of the actually, I was misreading this. There's 4 hobgoblins, 1 goblin. I just to be clear, the other hobgoblin that has not taken an action yet is going to attempt to shoot Dolra again with the bow, and it rolls a 7, so I'm supposing that it's not going to hit you. And then that's its turn. Then the goblin's turn has come around, and it's also going to attempt to shoot Dolra, because Dolra's been doing the most damage. A 10, it also misses. The arrows are just flying past Dolra. He's a whirling mass of whatever he is.
Tasmanian devil.
Simply not taking any hits. Kosef, it is now your turn. Your dear friend Dolra has been taking the battle straight into the teeth of what appears to be an absolute meat grinder. What do you want to do? The doorway's open and you're right next to it.
I'm next to the door. Also, I assume still next to the goblin corpses, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, there's goblin corpses all over the place.
So this is, again, I'm getting into weird, pushing the DM territory, but what would stop somebody from taking a goblin corpse and draping it over the front of them to use as a human goblin shield thing from arrows? Is that something people do? And it's a little bit of a stretch, isn't it?
No.
You could do that. I'm not gonna add anything to your armor class because you would if you did something like that, we could add to your armor class, but you would have to hold it, and it would be you'd have to hold it with both hands.
All right, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so for a split second, I think about doing that, but then I realized just how disgusting it would be, and so I just forget about it. So what I want to do is I want to I want to go. I assume I can make an attack on one of these, right?
Okay. Yeah. So from where you're at, not inside the room, you know there are more further in, but you really only see the ones like right by the doorway.
The one that's just basically got like a smidge of life left in it.
Yeah, they've both been hit pretty hard.
All right, I want to make a real habit out of this too. I want to attack the one that's almost dead, so that I can take credit for it.
Almost dead.
All right.
They both took the same amount of damage.
They're both pretty close to being dead.
All right. So I'm rolling a hit dice, right?
Yes. Roll to attack, and then roll your hit.
11.
Well, 11 is not going to hit.
Ah. All right. Damn it.
Yeah. You swing and just miss.
Okay.
This is clearly a more capable, more well-equipped creature. Anything else?
So the bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 2. That's saying I could get up to 12 hit points back.
You're looking at your second win. Once per short rest, you can use a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 2 health points. Yes, you could use that to regain health.
And I can only use that on myself, I assume, right?
Yes, that is correct.
All right, and okay, I'm going to just cut my losses. You know, cussed Bethany for embarrassing me, and then blame Dolora for being too much in the doorway.
Yeah,
you gotta RP that.
I talked about this last night in the bathtub, and swore this wasn't going to happen again. Fuck, do this one more time, and I'm done with you. Find another axe. All right.
I love that your character's a germaphobe, abusive husband to his axe.
A germaphobe contemplates carrying a dirty goblin around.
Or drinking their blood.
It was only just for a second. No, I do have a weird thing about tasting blood.
Troll, it is your turn, sir.
He's a free action.
So you're in that room. There, you know, there's a hobgoblin or something attacking Dolra and Hotskin very up close. You know there are other creatures deeper in the room shooting arrows, but you don't really know where they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay back. I'm guarding my 6 hit points. Doing pretty good so far. Can I? Is there any delay? Can I do another cantrip, another firebolt at the guy near Dolra and?
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay. Yeah, firebolt away. I'm gonna try this one. See it right in front of the camera? That's fire brewing. That's my fire effect. That's my fire, and then I punch it at the guy, and it bolts through.
All right.
And the DM tells me where it goes onto the hobgoblin, and I have a tear the entire time because I'm sad because this guy looks like me. He's a brother, basically. He's a cousin, just a cousin. I recognize him, but I pretended like not to recognize him. It's been so long. It's been so long, and it makes it easier.
All right.
Reunion's a little easier, right?
Firebolt is at it's a spell save, right? Arrow mode.
Yeah, it's attack. Fire.
Oh, you have to roll. Okay, you have
Sorry.
to roll an attack. That's all right.
I clicked the other tab. It should go through now, or did it go through?
That was the damage. There should be the one right next to that would be the roll to attack. It should be a. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you definitely hit it, and we'll go ahead and keep that damage roll. You obliterate. You want to tell me how it dies?
Yeah, his
How your
toes get
cousin
hot.
dies?
His toes get hot, and then any article of clothing he's wearing just starts burning up first, and he lets out a horrific shriek, like high pitched, very embarrassing, which is like already he's dying, so that sucks. But now he's like, it's like a like caught off guard, like shriek.
Is this
And
one
then he
near
just
me?
immediately just turns to
Yes,
you know,
it is.
gets engulfed and then turns to
All right. So when he's on fire, I just want to put Bethany over the fire just to like sanitize it real quick.
I think he melts.
Nice.
I think the fire sanitizes it enough.
I think he
Nice.
melts when you call the Ark of the Covenant.
All right. And now, what Dolra, what you took to be a shrub, has decided to take a swing at you,
Oh,
or
there's
it seemed like there was a shrub, but it didn't. It like, and maybe it swung at you, but you didn't notice anything. It didn't seem to connect or anything. Hot Skin, it is now your turn.
Thank God, I haven't
You
done
have
anything in a minute.
God, you guys have
You
got to
have-
stop
on my
just
back.
running into
You're on my
rooms.
back still.
you have been the target of much angst and aggression. You are standing just inside the doorway of this room. You
No,
have
I'm
watched.
still on Dolor's back. He's
Oh,
on
you're
my
on
back.
his back. Okay. You have watched Dolra laying about him with his sword and hobgoblins taking cheap shots at him. There's one dead, one living, but barely right next to you, and there's others across the room who have decided to take to archery.
Did I notice the bush swing at him or not swing at him?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Am I
I'm
the
gonna
only
say
one who
you didn't.
noticed a bush swung at me, or because it missed,
Yes.
I didn't notice?
You noticed something, but you don't know real. Like it's like you're questioning. Like, did that bush just take a swing at me, or am I just like completely off my rocker right now?
We've all had that thought.
I mean,
Ugh,
Yeah.
Weird shrubbery in this room.
Maybe I moved too fast at it.
Hold on one second.
yes.
Gregory didn't get to go yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have Gregor
damn it.
in the initiative order at all. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Did you roll an initiative for Gregor?
I did. It was like 15 or 16. I can't remember.
Okay.
I thought it was 14.
Plus
I-
1. 15.
Oh, 15.
I apologize.
It's okay.
Let's
All he's going to do, he's got a
Okay.
60 foot movement.
okay.
He's going to fly in,
Uh-huh.
use the help action on the one right next to Dora,
Okay.
which basically he's just going to like pester him and fly around his head. And anybody who attacks him before the end of Gregory's next turn gets advantage. And then he's
Okay.
going to use his ability flyby to fly away without getting an opportunity to attack.
Okay.
He's
All right.
basically going to do that until someone kills him.
Okay. All right. So Hotskin's turn then. What were you up to, sir?
I'm gonna finish off the. So I've got dual weapon for my bonus action. Does that mean, or two weapon fighting? Does that mean I get to do 2 swings?
Let's see. Which weapon are you using? Are you using the short swords?
Yeah, I'm using both my short swords.
Yes, then you would get your first attack would be like normal, and then the second attack would just be the D20. Is that right? Is that how that works, Matthew?
Yeah. No bonus damage, no a bonus to attack.
Right. So we would have to.
No.
So just be a raw D20 to
Yeah.
attack, and then the 1d6 for damage.
But your primary attack has advantage because of Gregory helping you out.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm attacking the injured one.
Okay, go for it.
By the way, it says that your owl's name is just Owl.
Yeah.
All right. You absolutely hit, and it doesn't really. You can roll your damage, but you're going to kill it. It had 1 health left.
Oh.
Oh my god, the owl's gonna do what I. You see, Bethany?
What's do you want to kill it in a specific way with your short swords?
I just jump off Kosif's back and like shove my short sword
You're
straight
not
down its
why are you
gullet.
on my back? When did you get on my
Or
back?
I mean, I meant Dolra. Sorry, I jumped
Dolra.
off Dolra's back and shove it straight down its throat.
Nice,
Swallow that.
nice. Gary, it is your turn now. Oh well, that was that everything?
Yeah.
There,
So if I
Hotskin.
can't
Okay.
attack the bush, I wasn't gonna use my bonus action.
All right, Mr. Gary.
I'm because I'm a halfling, I can move through larger people.
Mm-hmm.
So I move through them both and get line of sight with the guy with the bow, and
Okay.
cast Mind Sliver on him. So he has to
Okay.
make
So
it.
there's three of them, two hobgoblins, and a goblin. Which one did you want to kind of go for?
The
Let's see.
The meanest looking hobgoblin.
Okay. All right. That would be the one named Dern.
And
Nabbit.
let's not forget the hand gestures. Okay.
Okay.
Mind sliver. What's
All right. So he has to roll
Damn,
intelligence.
seducing the
I
hobgoblin.
love that.
Okay. So Dern needs to roll an intelligence save. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And what's he trying to beat?
14.
Because I'm guessing a 7 doesn't do it. All right. So current damage, and then it loses a D4. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes 5 damage.
5. Ah. Okay. You when you do this, you hear it say, "Ah, my head," and it says that in common. Jerry, your turn, sir.
I ask him why did the chicken cross the road, and then I run up to him, touch him, and cast Zerelia's Cowardly Chicken.
Okay. Which
I
one?
need to see this
Wait,
spell.
Wait,
yeah.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Who are you casting this on? Is it Dern?
Dern.
Okay, and yeah, so that has to be touch range, correct?
Yeah.
Range air.
Touch
Don't
5
look at your
feet.
spells.
Area 20 feet.
Yeah.
Transform it into a chicken. Yeah.
It's freaking divinity. That's so awesome. We got to cut its tendons after this.
I have to. I don't remember how that spell works.
Do you want me to read it to
It's literally divinity, like turn them
Says
into a chicken spell.
you? Casting time 1 action. Range is 5 feet. Opponents are VSM, a chicken bone, feather, or foot, or anyway. Duration special 2 rounds. Attack save is intelligence 13. You reach out and attempt to touch a creature and transform it into a chicken. The target creature must make an intelligence saving throw. On a successful saving throw, the target gains advantage on all melee attacks against you for 1 round. On a failed save, the target becomes a chicken, is frightened, and attempts to flee with disadvantage on all saving throws for 2 rounds. While fleeing, its movement speed is reduced to 10, but it may fly over obstacles or to places the creature would otherwise not be able to reach.
Okay, thank you, Jerry. So that's an intelligence save for Dern, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Does it Mind Sliver do something with saving throws?
Yes.
It's like a minus 1d4, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it a nat
Okay.
1?
No.
It's a
It rolled a 16, and it doesn't have any pluses bonuses to intelligence, and it rolled a 1 for its minus for a 1d4, so it makes the save. So now it has advantage on all melee attacks against you for the next 1 round?
Yep.
Oh boy. All right, the 2 dead hobgoblins don't do anything. Sorry, was that everything, Mr. Jerry?
Yeah.
Okay. The third hobgoblin number C, who has had its bow out, now pulls out its longsword and attempts to rush. We're gonna say it's going to rush. Let's see who we've got at the doorway. It's Dora, Hotskin,
Impressive.
Jerry has and Kosef. Jerry has moved forward. It's gonna rush and attempt to attack Dolra, who seems to be kind of the lead. And it's dual wielding the sword. Just to be clear, why it's not rolling that for me? I'm gonna roll the physical dice again here. Yeah, it misses. 5 plus stuff doesn't make enough for what is it 18 that has to beat?
Just only a 15 for an armor class.
15. Okay, yeah, it's still not gonna it's like not gonna beat it.
Not even. You
All
said
right.
it's dual wielding, so the second one didn't hit either.
When did you lose all your hit points?
Oh, you mean he's two-handing? Okay.
He's two-handing. Sorry, he's two-handing, so it would be more damage that way. But yeah. Dolra, it is your turn. A hobgoblin has just tried to take off your head, but missed badly, and it's right up in your
Is this
grill.
the one that was that got damaged before by the
No,
sliver?
this one is totally fresh. Like he was shooting you with a bow and has now rushed you.
Fresh hobgoblin.
He's not the one attacked with the mind sliver.
We wouldn't know that it has like some advantage on melees, though, would we? Wouldn't be something we would know. Maybe the person who cast it would know.
You wouldn't know that, no.
Just being.
I am still weirded out by the shrub.
Okay.
So my rage because like the shrub's freaking me out. I take a hack at that.
Okay. Go ahead and take that hack.
Hit
That's a
that
19
bush.
to hit.
You hit that bush.
Hit the bush.
And a 7 for damage.
You just chop it right off at the base, and you swear it wiggles as it dies, but you're not really sure. It seems a little bit weird.
You got a picture of this bush, Dan? I realize that's a weird question.
I don't want to see a picture of Dan's bush.
Show us the bush, Dan.
I'll
You know what? Never mind.
And be cool.
I'll have to get back to
Just
you on that.
DM me a picture of the bush later.
All right, I'm sure Dan has lots of pictures of bush. He's navigated quite a few.
Anyway,
That was a
Dern,
stretch.
Dern is now it is now his turn, and he has been attacked by both Gary and Jerry, but Jerry is the one who is right up next to him. So Dern is going to go ahead and just attempt a melee attack on Jerry, and he has advantage on this. He chokes up on his sword with two hands. Does a 19 hit, sir?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. And let's see, is this going to work? Yes, it is going to work. Oh, you're lucky. 3 damage.
Got a very lucky there.
11 health.
Yeah, you did.
You only have 11 health.
Left.
Oh, left.
Left.
Okay.
I only have 14, so it's not much better.
Oh.
The goblinoid on the other side of the room. Oh, hang on here a second.
Thanks, Steven.
Oh, you know what, Dern? I forgot this one thing it can do. Once per turn, the hobgoblin can deal an extra an extra amount of damage to a creature it hits with a weapon attack if that creature is within 5 feet. Oh no, it can't do that. Never mind. Scratch that. It's not. There's not an ally. Rules. I tell you what, they're a pain when they work in favor of the players. All right. The goblin is now going to attack, and it's going to go ahead and let's see. It's going to. You know what? I'm new to this, and this is going to be bad.
What's happening?
Just a second. Let me read this.
Goblin rallying cry or something.
You want to come
Okay.
up? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It is going to. I need let's see, use Kosef, Hotskin, and Dora to make charisma saving throws. The goblin is going to cast a spell on you, the three of you, and attempt to cause problems for y'all. So I need a charisma save.
So, with my rage, it specifically says you gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws. Does that mean I gain an advantage on the saving throw for charisma?
No, only strength.
Okay, so it's only strength saving throws.
I got an 11.
11.
8.
3.
Okay.
Rolled in that one.
I do not have charisma.
Hotskin and Dora, you two, Matthew, on a spell save, does the tie go to the player or the creature, like the person casting the spell? Do you remember? Because you said damn, it goes to the player. Okay, so Kosef,
It's the defender, so like it would also go to the creature if the creature was defender.
to the defender. Okay, all right. So Kosef, you just make this, but Hotskin and Dora, you now have Bane cast upon you. And when you make an attack throw, you must roll a d4 and subtract that from your attack roll. Does that make sense? So you have a curse put upon you for the next 1 minute. So like the next 10 rounds of combat.
Holy crap.
And we have
So
a bunch of people in here, so that's like
yeah,
that's 10 people's turns, not like 10
Oh.
full rounds.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
10 full rounds.
10 full rounds.
Oh,
So
so-
I could
yeah,
tell
so
that
it's
they
like
per
got.
person's move.
I could tell that they
Basically
got
until the
hit
end
by
of this
this, right?
combat.
I will tell you, I know this spell well because I have it. It's concentration, so just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you break that creature's concentration. That's the goblin on the other side of the room. If you hit them, then they can't do it anymore.
Okay.
Well, they have to roll to see if they can.
Oh, that's okay. That's true. Yeah. All right. Kosef, it is your turn, sir. You
Goblin.
So I could tell that the two of them got hit by this.
first. Yes.
Okay, what?
Yeah, and the goblin is clearly the only spellcaster in the room. From the other side. So it would be pretty clear who cast that spell.
All right.
And you would know if you can attack the spellcaster, you might be able to save that.
Can I get to him, and am I going to trigger like an attack of opportunity from somebody else if I do that?
If you would, there is a hobgoblin up in within melee range, so you could make. You would take an attack of opportunity from them if you try to get around the room. Do you not have a ranged attack of any sort?
Yeah, I have a crossbow.
Okay.
I
think
just.
you'd still invite an opportunity attack using a crossbow that close to somebody in melee range.
Okay.
Or you have disadvantage.
For disadvantage, it's something bad.
Okay.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good about myself because I didn't get cursed like the idiots next to me. So I kind of want to like give them a little bit of a smug look and just kind of storm on over to the other side of the room and just I'll take care of this and go after the goblin that. Is it goblin or a hobgoblin?
That's not the one I wanted. The goblin. All right. Well, you're lucky. The roll on the that's not it. Here we go. The roll for the attack is 13. So the opportunity attack that you took misses you. You are able to get across the room. And just a reminder, there's a pretty large like cylindrical pit in the middle, so you guys are having to work your way around the middle of that. But you're able to run over to the other side up to that goblin if you wanted to, Kosef.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a fucking swipe at him.
Okay.
All right.
Take a swing.
Here we go. Come on, big bucks, no whammies.
No whammies, no whammies. No whammies.
Fucking nat 20.
Oh yeah, baby.
His abuse
All right.
of Bethany worked.
Yeah.
You
That's my baby right
just
there. Yes,
hammer this creature. What's the damage? and you get double damage.
Oh, it does
so...
it. It did it because it turned
Okay.
blue. Is that why it
Okay.
turned blue?
Yeah, that should do it.
18.
Yeah, 18. You completely obliterate that goblin spellcaster, and Bane does not apply any longer to
All right.
Any of us?
Hotskin.
I want to.
Anybody.
I want to cut its head off and then grab it by its hair. Do goblins have hair? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so I want to grab the head by its hair before it hits
What
the
kind
ground.
of hair?
And then just.
What kind of hair does this goblin have?
Pubes.
Something bushy.
Oh my god. Very bushy hair.
Yeah, that was
Very
what
nice.
attacked Zach was just a goblin head.
He cuts its head off and then picks it up by the pubes.
You can hear like Velcro tear a little
Yeah.
bit.
All right.
Take one
Rip
off,
the
start
pink
flossing
head.
with it. You know.
Nice. Troll, we are finally back to you, sir.
Oh, finally, I'm patient. It's
That was fun.
There is one hobgoblin up there having a chat with Mr. Dolra, and you know there's more back further in the room. You don't know exactly who's left still, but a lot's been going down.
Let me see. How's my investigation?
You can safely enter the room and get all the info you need.
What was it?
Yeah.
You could safely
just-
enter the room.
Okay.
Yeah, you could very easily enter the room. You're not going to be the target of any attacks at this point.
Then I'll stroll in confidently with my head held up high.
Nice. Once you get in, you see there are two hobgoblins left standing. One in front of Dolra, and one is toe-to-toe with Jerry, the halfling.
Now, when you said chatting, were you being silly?
Yeah.
Earlier. Okay.
They're
So it just seems like
absolutely
I'm just
fighting
shadowing
with
Dolra. I have my cat in front of the screen. 1 second. I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. So, could I get? Is it possible to get behind that guy? Oh wait, no, I'm a spellcaster.
Doing the same thing over and over again is kind of your deal.
I guess,
that's what I do with Bethany.
unless I want to mend some wood nearby and twiddle my thumbs, I'll do another firebolt.
Never
only
shoot my
level
crossbow.
Yeah, I'll do a firebolt.
All right,
And
firebolt.
protect Dolra, be his guardian angel this episode.
Firebolt it.
Okay. This is you see the flames. They're brewing. They're gray flames this time. And then I'm not gonna throw this at the screen, but it's angry. It's an angry fire that went at them, at that goblin.
Okay.
Which one was
did you
that? Was
roll
that
it?
Hank? It kind of.
Oh, I didn't actually physically roll it. Boom. Hopefully it landed.
No. It
All right,
just
well-
kind of arcs gracefully through the room.
All right. Well, I'm sorry for my cat.
Though.
Which,
Hotskin, it is your turn, sir.
Does Gregory need to go?
I'm sorry, I totally forgot about Gregory again.
Is his last
Yes.
name Weaver?
Hey, I'm just getting outshined by an owl. That's all.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Gregory.
Grigorny Weaver. Yeah.
The hobgoblin that Gregory was around is dead. There's another one very close by. There's also one on the other side of the room.
Yeah, he's gonna go fly over to the one that's abusing my brother
Okay.
and use the help action on that and then fly away.
Okay. And that just happens, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now, Mr. Hotskin.
All right. I'm gonna back up my boy Dolra, and I'm gonna use dual wielding my my short swords. I'm gonna do an attack.
Sweet.
9.
All right, so that's the first one. The 9 will miss. And then the other one is just the D20. Like so you would roll two attacks, one with the bonuses, and then your offhand without. So you could just roll a raw d20.
7.
7.
Damn it.
Yeah. Okay. That also misses. So you very, very helpfully attempt to take a swing at the hobgoblin in front of Dora and just missed gorgeously. Mr. Gary,
Trying to
it
pull
is
aggro.
Mr. Gary, it is your turn now. There's a hobgoblin close by, and there's one attacking your brother.
The one attacking my brother, I'm gonna shoot a crossbow at him,
Okay.
and I do that with advantage.
Okay.
Hey, Hunter, you want to look at the stream?
Which stream?
Your stream? The
Okay,
Brothers
that's
Pearson
gonna-
stream?
Wait, no.
Edition?
Let's see. Turn. That's a 17 to hit. Is that right?
Yeah.
That is not enough to hit.
Dang.
All right.
Yes.
This one time.
Unfortunately.
You guys have got to bear with me because I got hit with a creative limerick.
Oh, gee.
Sorry. Time out. So one of the stupid things we do as an explanation on our little stream is that I have a weird knack for being able to create limericks on the spot. So I have to make one up now.
Been a
Somebody
minute.
paid.
It has been a while. Okay. We are roaming around on Dan's sweet grids, facing monsters that'll leave your undies with skids. With a swing of my axe and magic missile attacks, we killed a bunch of goblins and their stupid fucking kids.
Yes, there we go.
All right.
Women and children too.
Continue.
That was the best 800 points I've ever spent.
Oh my. Jerry, that goblin is still all up in your business. What do you want to do with him?
Get this gauge. I mean, you got charisma to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Dern.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to persuade him to calm down.
Okay.
Listen, we got on the wrong foot.
What, Steven?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's totally not the right person on that quote.
Is that Michael B. Jordan?
They must be. Are you guys reading something on Twitch chat?
I'm sorry, yeah, I don't know what Steven.
Yes, Steven said, "Fuck them kids." And then he
Is
quoted
Michael B.
Jordan.
Actually, I think it's Michael V. Jordan.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. All right.
All
All
right.
right. So you're trying to persuade Dern to back off, huh?
Yeah. Basically, tell him we got him in a corner.
It's a me.
Right.
You want him to roll?
Yeah. Roll for it. Ooh, this will be interesting. Were you talking to him in common, or what language were you
Yeah.
talking to him in? Holy cow!
Common, because I knew he could talk.
Okay. He responds, "You enter my home and kill my entire clan. How do you expect me to calm down?"
Your clan shot at us.
You entered our home.
So your response, instead of saying, hey, what's up, is let's start shooting arrows at those people. It seems like it's on you.
This is not my fault.
It's not my fault. How about
What do
this?
you...
How about this? I will sit this combat out. It was his fault.
I need you to have a cocoa, and I need you to get out of there.
Dude, mister, I'm gonna go run through every door.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Dern looks at you. Very well. I'll not necessarily kill you right now.
I lean up against the wall and sit down.
Jesus Christ.
Is that-
Thank you for
is that your
healing me
help?
first.
Is that your whole turn?
Yep.
Okay. The hobgoblin has in front of Dern has apparently managed to get through an entire round without taking any damage, or run in front of Dolra has managed to get through an entire round without taking any damage, which is impressive, you guys. That takes a lot of work. Being that, but it's going to go ahead and take another swing at
Gary's
Dolra.
turn?
That was
That was Jerry's turn. Did Gary get a turn?
Gary
Yeah.
goes before that.
Okay.
I did that.
Is a 16 enough to hit?
Shot.
16 does hit.
Okay, and you're going to take. Oh my goodness, you're going to take 11 damage.
Oh,
So I'm going to take 6.
Yes, you will
All
take
right
6.
then.
you still have your
'Cause you're-
Dolra panties in a wand?
I'm
So-
raged. I am extremely
Oh.
raged at this point. Yeah.
Oh, he's so great. He's raging all over the place.
It is. It is
He was raging
Dolra's
all over
turn.
Dan's bush.
So has the one in front of me taken any damage at all, or just
No.
hadn't taken any damage on this turn?
No damage at all.
I mean, okay, he attacked me, so I just come out with my counterattack, just going for a big swing with the axe. So
All right,
that's a 9.
that is going to miss.
I have been fatigued enough by damage at this point that I finally miss an attack.
Anything else, or is that it?
That's about all I can do at this point.
All right. Dern is going to turn and, true to his word, rush past Jerry to engage with. Let's see. I think it's going. Let's see. We have Dolra, Hotskin,
Wouldn't he have to
Kosef,
get
and Gary.
Kosef
all-
was over there next to him, wasn't
he was attacking the goblin, which was a little bit away. Like they were kind of separate. In my mind, they were separated out. I didn't really communicate that very well because I didn't put it out and point it out on the map. But I wasn't going to have him take an attack of opportunity by moving over to engage with the rest of you. But it's Gary, Hotskin, Troll, and Kosef over there, correct?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's going to go ahead and attack, go to do a melee attack on Dolra because Dolra has been causing so much trouble. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Oh, that's really good for you. It's a miss. It misses you as it takes a swing at you. Kosef, it is now your turn. The goblin is dead. The other two hobgoblins are now on the other side of the room fighting with the others. You could rush up. You could get behind them if you wanted to, or you could. In fact, really, to have a space to get to them, you'd kind of need to do that. Kind of make the full circle around the room, finishing out the circle to run up behind them.
So remind me what the circle in the middle is. Is this some kind of pit?
It's a pit. Yeah, it's a pit, and there's kind of a purple glow coming up from the pit. And there's vines on the sides of the pit on the inside.
And there's no guard
Yeah,
stone.
Yes, there's a 2-foot wall around that pit,
Okay.
around the edge. So it would be a little bit more difficult to throw anyone down the pit, but yeah.
I don't want to throw anyone down the pit. What I want to do is I want to run and with 1 foot jump off of the top of it to give myself additional height, and then come down on one of the hobgoblins with Bethany.
Okay, to be clear, it is 15 feet across. So I'm assuming you're planning to go off the side.
Yeah,
not
no, I
across
want to run.
it?
I want to run around it until I get to
Okay.
the point where it makes sense to jump off of it.
So
Okay.
1 second. I'm gonna head out. Only because I gotta drive home still, and I was up at 4:30 this morning.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But since I was sitting out, so I figure it's okay. I'm just gonna stay true to my word because Dern would have killed me.
This seems reasonable. Hey, thanks, Josh.
Josh,
Yeah,
yeah,
don't worry.
an absolute pleasure, dude. Take care.
Thanks, man. Love you.
Yeah, basically, I just want to go hit it with Bethany in some ridiculous way that is unnecessary.
All right.
Dern or the other one?
Yeah, that's a good question. Dern is the commander. Like, he's clearly got better armor and whatnot. And then there's the other hobgoblin. Dern has taken damage. The other hobgoblin has not.
I'm gonna hit Dern right in his arm.
Okay. So do me a favor. Give me a dexterity check, and a fail isn't going to be bad, just to like see how elaborate this move is, and then I'll let you do your attack roll.
That's a saving throw. Where do I just do dexterity?
It's up on the top row.
Oh, okay, right there. 17.
Okay.
So I do like a
you're
little
going to pull this
spin
off
move,
pretty.
like a
You're going to pull
360
this off
swipe.
pretty
Okay.
pretty spectacularly. Now let's see how badly you miss.
Wasted all of his points on that first one.
14.
Yeah. Well, you managed to like connect with his armor, but it is made of sturdy stuff, and Bethany just simply doesn't manage to do any damage. Do you want to say anything or do anything before we move to the next person? Troll, you're up next.
I just want to like pretend like I'm gonna throw Bethany on the ground, but then just like last second I want to like pull it back close to my breast and then cry a little. Just cry.
Let's go put this out there.
Just
There
wanna
is the
cry
one
over
that
it.
has not been hit at all. Right.
Yeah, pretty darn. Troll, it is your turn.
Well, looks like 4th time's the charm, fellas. This is where my knuckles would have cracked, but I guess they're pretty loose. Crack. Can I target that 4th one that hasn't been attacked?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, then guess what's happening?
You're targeting that one that hasn't been hit yet.
That's a great guess. Yeah, good call. Let me dooter to dooter. Oh!
Jeez.
Oh, you're definitely hitting with that.
Was that a nat 20?
That's a
Yeah.
natural 20.
So is that a crit? No, because spells can't crit. Or can that crit because it's a hit
They
roll?
can crit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Roll that.
interesting.
Roll that damage, baby.
You roll it twice.
Yeah. Well, actually, the 1d6 is. Oh, I see.
Did you say roll it twice? I rolled it a second time just in case. You can ignore
Yeah.
that.
Well, it rolled a 6 both times, which is really interesting. But anyway, so that's 12 damage total then.
This one's a whip. It's a whip.
It's a whip.
It's a fire.
Tell
it's
me
a
how
fire
this.
Whip.
tell
No, you
me
know
how
what? It's a
this fire whip-
highlight. It's a highlight thing, and that's how I throw the firebolt. It's like a little highlight scoop, and it's a little thing
Nice.
at the end.
And how does that highlight fire scoop kill it?
So because it looks playful, the guy instinctively tries to catch it, and that was his fatal mistake. He catches it, and then just
He
from
catches it.
tips down, just immediately engulfment, as they say in the fire department.
So the fire rolls down its arm and it's
Mhm.
like, ah!
Yeah. Yeah.
And it
Yes.
dies.
Yes.
Perfect. Most excellent. Dern is now by himself in the room. Hotskin, do you have anything you wish to do or say at this time? It's your turn.
I do, but Gregory needs to go first.
Gregory!
Look at Hunter without
I
him
don't
turning
have-
around.
I'm running off of this initiative list on my computer, and I don't have a good way of putting Gregory in there. And I'm sorry.
I would just add a monster owl, and then
Yeah.
use that.
Yeah.
Checklists are hard,
yeah.
Dan.
I don't know if I can do that without jacking up the way like the way everything's been run so far.
It's fine.
I'm
I'll just
sorry.
remind you if he's not dead after this turn.
Sounds good.
Yeah, he's gonna give advantage to the next person who attacks this dude.
Okay. Mr. Hotskin.
Short sword with advantage. I'm gonna swipe with both.
Okay. With advantage.
Yes.
Well, I think it's only in the first hit.
Yeah. First
Okay.
one's 15.
That is going to miss.
Fuck, dude. 6.
That's also going to miss.
Oh, what the hell?
He's got good armor.
Yeah. Like,
Gary, Gary, it is your turn, sir.
Has he taken any damage?
yeah, you
Yeah,
did
he
the
took
mind
He-
thing
liver
on him.
damage.
Yeah, you did Mind Sliver on him.
Like 5, I think.
How do we know this guy's name? He like did some cast is on the let him communicate.
I'm gonna mind sliver him again.
Okay.
You just know it because I said it. There's no role-playing way you would know. You know he can talk common, but yeah. All right, so Mind Sliver is an intelligence save, correct?
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't make it.
Sweet. 4.
All right.
I'll whittle him down eventually.
Again, he just grasps his head and cries out in pain. It is now Jerry's turn, who, true to his word, continues to sit it out. Dolra, it is your turn. Dern is now in front of you with his longsword, and it's your turn.
How does it look like the Mind Sliver is affecting him? Does he seem like he's getting down, or does he still look like he's just kind of annoyed by it?
He's been hurt. Yeah, he's clearly taken damage, and you can see blood kind of coming from the corners of his eyes now, maybe a little bit out of his mouth.
That's brutal.
You think you can hurt me? I grab him by the shoulders and proceed to headbutt him straight in the face.
Oh,
Okay, so that's a grapple / unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Are you going to attempt to restrain him completely? Because you could only do one or the other.
I wasn't trying to restrain him. I was just trying to literally to go for a sailor's kiss, basically.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and do an unarmed strike for me.
Make that a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit him.
And that's an automatic 7 damage.
Like it's always a 7 damage,
it's a 5 damage, and I get +2 damage at the moment with
Okay.
rage. So it's an automatic 7 damage.
Okay. You smash him in the face. He's still standing, but he's definitely hurt.
Dude, that dude's gotta have scrambled eggs for brains right now.
As a last attempt, it swings at Dolra, but it has taken a lot of hits, and I'm guessing 14 misses, correct?
Barely, yeah.
Yeah, just barely misses you. Kosef, it's your turn.
Oh god.
It's your turn to shine.
Your time to steal the light.
So Dern is still alive.
Dern is still alive, but just barely hanging on, clearly.
Swear to God, it's your last chance, Bethany. You embarrass me in front of my friends again. Swing away. All right.
Do it.
Well, swinging Bethany. 15. Bethany.
Again, the
Same
armor
as last
seems so just to be just a little bit too strong, and you are unable to do any damage. Troll, it is your turn. There's one goblin, one hobgoblin, Dern, standing left. Everyone's taking it. Everyone's attempting to destroy this thing, but nobody seems to quite get there.
It's
Hoping my head went.
is his name Dern?
Dern.
That's you gave me his name. Now I feel bad killing him.
We don't know
Out
his
of
name.
all the people,
We don't
out
know.
of all
You
the
could heal
people,
him.
that's my weakness. Knowing people's name is
Yeah.
what helps prevent me to not cast Firebolt again.
And Dern has 4
gotta get
dogs
some
at
more
home,
spells.
and nobody's gonna be able to take care of them.
Oh, they're gonna. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're gonna starve.
Dern doesn't have dogs. He's a
Um,
hobgoblin.
All right, roll
get
for an
the-
attack.
Oh wow! What the fuck?
Jesus.
That
24.
Another nat 20.
that's like what you rolled last time.
24.
Yeah.
That's actually what he rolled last time. He rolled another nat 20.
What's
Yeah,
going
he
on?
rolled a 24 last time. All right,
And he
well,
rolled
Dude.
2 6s in a row.
And then he did.
but only 1 fire damage.
No,
Okay,
you get
and
to
then-
you get to it's double damage.
yeah, do it
You
again.
get to roll
Rolling
twice, so 7.
6.
You
Uh,
tell me how it dies.
I'm cocky as hell after like all these kills. So I start doing like a moonwalk in one direction, and then a moonwalk in the other direction, and then I spin around and I just whip it at him. And it comes out of my fingertip, and it goes beep. just barely. You just hear beep, but that's enough. It's so powerful. It's like the cricket from
It just goes
Men in Black.
and then he bursts into flames.
Yeah,
He bursts into flames.
yeah,
and falls
spontaneous
to the ground.
combustion,
Nice.
but not spontaneous. It's me.
And with that, the last enemy has fallen. You are now in a room with a 15-foot wide diameter pit, and there's a room behind you that has now partially ablaze, or at least the pile of random things in one corner is. And Dora, I almost hesitate to ask, you are still raged for another
At this
like
point,
6
Dora
seconds.
has taken so much damage that he just stumbles around, hits his back against the wall next to the bush, and then just like kind of falls down and is just sitting there like out of breath.
I go and sit
Rage
next
dissipating.
to it because I'm tired.
I'm
And I
gonna
need to get off.
say, I'm just gonna search the leader's body real quick, and then I want to like lean down and kind of pretend to be searching him, but just get my hands just a little bit in his wound, and then just kind of like graze my cheek so that it like is on my cheek, and I just lick a little off the side of
Joseph,
it.
don't do anything gross.
And then I want to actually search for
Forbidden jelly.
for any kind of like items, gold that the leader might have.
I would like to loot too.
Excellent. Koseth, on Dern's body, a brief search turns up a chain around Dern's neck with a gold ring on it,
Ooh.
and it has an insignia on the band, like it's a band and it's got like an insignia on it. When you look at it, you recognize it as being the insignia of House Hukrell.
Oh yeah. Is
Oh
one of the
yeah,
rings of
the
kids.
quest.
The House Hukrell. Right,
Yeah,
you gotta
so Madam
remind
Hu-
me.
So
Madam
we were going to look
Hukrell-
for those 2 kids. They had rings with the insignia
Oh.
of House Hukrell.
Guys, it's
Yes.
one of the kids' rings. He's got it on. That can't be good. This doesn't still have a finger in it. Oh well, mine now.
Hey, you
Laura
want to lick
starts
it
snoring.
and see if it's bloody?
Because
No,
Dora's
I-
passed out.
No, I like spit on it and just wipe off whatever's on that.
Okay.
I don't want to
Um,
lick at something metallic. Ugh.
Let me look at your. I'm gonna take a peek at your character sheet. Of course, I don't have your character sheet up, Koseth.
It's up on stream if you want to see it. What do you want
Oh,
to
that's
see?
all right. I'll just pull it. I'm pulling it up here. I want to see what your proficiencies are. That's not it.
What are your proficiencies?
Heavy, light, medium. Oh, okay. You also, as you were searching his body, you also notice that the armor that he was wearing is exceptional, and you and Bethany have personal experience noticing
Hey now.
that this armor is of exceptional work. It is made of narrow metal strips that are riveted together to a leather backing with cloth padding. It's very flexible and sturdy, and you also notice worked into one of the shoulder pieces is also the Hukrell family crest.
It's wearing the kid's armor? Ugh. Hey, one of you skin bros want to take this armor? It probably will fit y'all. It's pretty nice.
Armor.
Couldn't even hit Bethany through it.
Armor for pussies.
Hot skin probably could use it.
Yeah, I mean you got torn up hot skin.
Is it heavy
Yeah.
or medium?
It's heavy
Good.
armor.
Put
Oh,
it
yeah, I
put
don't
it
want
on. No, put it on so it'll slow him down. Please.
He can't use heavy.
Can't use heavy.
don't-
I mean, you can, but everything is at a disadvantage then.
You're the only one that can, Kosef.
I'm the only, but I don't think I can fit into this, can I? I mean, that's is that how armor works in this world? I don't know. Like,
what's your creature size again? Are you large?
I'm fucking.
He's a
huge.
small Goliath.
I'm
He's
like,
medium.
I'm like 8.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, no. Even though you're a large creature, like this is one of the weird parts about D&D. Any as far as I know, and Matthew, you can correct me. Any armor set will fit any creature of that same general size range. So, like
all right.
a halfling couldn't put that armor on, but a medium humanoid creature, any of them could, and it would fit.
I think I might have to try this armor on here. All right, so I'm gonna.
All right.
And I honestly just want to not even without even a second thought. I just completely undressed to put the armor on in front of everybody.
Okay.
Unabashedly.
It is called Splint armor, SPLINT, and you can add that to your inventory.
Splint armor. Okay, so am I basically replacing the chainmail with that?
If you want to take the chainmail with you, you'd have to put it in your bag. But yeah, you could just replace it.
Okay.
And then
how do
you
you
could also
do that? Armor, splint armor. Exactly.
Is there
let's see.
anything else in the room for us to loot or find?
Yes, there is. Sorry. So while you're working on that, Hunter, there's a key on on Dern as well. Grenell has 2 keys that you guys find. One of the hobgoblins has a silver earring set with moonstones, and another is wearing a necklace that matches. Dern's key, I should say, Dern has a key, but you also notice that there is a chest in the room there in front of what looks like a throne at one end of it that is locked.
Use all the keys we find on the wall.
Okay, so the keys that the goblin has clearly don't even fit into the lock. And are you going to attempt to open the chest then?
I'm gonna use. I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
You're going to pick it and not use the keys?
Well, they don't fit, right?
Sorry. The goblin Grenell, the spellcaster, had 2 keys that don't fit. Dern's key does fit into the lock.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna open it.
Okay. Let me read this.
The ring that I'm adding, is that a signet ring? Or is
Quest
it...
item.
It's a signet ring. And it's a quest item. You could, if you want to add it to your inventory, you could just find any gold ring that's worth 20 gold pieces and add it. And I can go in. I think I can go in and modify it later to have it be what it's supposed to be, or we can just remember. I'll make a note.
Worth
that you
20
have
gold
that.
pieces? Okay.
Yeah. All right. You are, as you put the key in, give me an investigation or yeah, an investigation check there, Mr. Matthew.
Okay. My
Okay.
my passive investigation is 16.
Oh, it is 16, so you can't really roll less than a 16, right? Is that what you guys were saying?
That's what he was saying. I don't actually know about that.
Passive investigation.
Okay,
Passive
well-
check is a special kind of ability check that doesn't involve any die rolls. Such a check can represent the average result for a task done repeatedly, such as searching for secret doors over and over again. It can be used when the DM wants to secretly determine whether the character succeed at something without rolling dice, such as noticing a hidden monster.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and just do that, especially because you have the key. As you're opening it, you see that there is a special catch that you have to use in order to not trigger a trap, and you're able to do that. And it's just that you're able to determine that. You pop it. You're able to pop open, and you find a pile of gold and 2 large onyx gems. So if you take it with you, it's 231 gold pieces and 2 gems worth 30 gold each.
Jeez.
We should split that up.
Damn, does that weigh us down?
Hey, what's the name of the family? The ring?
Hukrel.
Hukrel.
Hucrele.
Quail.
Deville.
What about the other room? The stuff that's on fire. Is
I
anything?
missed that. HUC. Sorry, you broke up from RE.
LE.
Okay.
All right, guys, I gotta bounce. So I'm just gonna chill with Dora. We're just
I'm
resting.
working towards taking a long rest here.
Me
Yeah.
too. I need to
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah, we
getting to a
can-
good point to do it after all that fighting.
Yeah. Not a lot of time has passed, but you guys could absolutely make camp and spend your time looting and resting, and then we could call it a long rest. And that way we can work out what all you guys find with the loot, and some of you guys can be resting and whatnot.
Yep.
That would be easy to do.
All right, I'm gonna bounce.
Okay.
Bye, Jonah.
Bye,
Thanks,
Jonah.
Night, Jonah.
Thanks for
And
playing,
if you
dude.
want to get with me later this week, are we going up a level after this?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah,
levels.
so level 3.
I'll level up. I'll level up later.
Okay.
So anybody who
Sounds
has
good.
questions about subclasses, feel free to hit me up.
Are we? Oh, we're level
That's
3.
good.
We can hit subclasses now, can't we?
Yeah.
Woohoo. Yep.
I have a
The
question.
fighter, the ranger, and the barbarian need to
What's a
take questions.
subclass?
He said barbarian needs to stay the same.
Read the book.
I'm just
You all
kidding.
need to choose a
Hmm.
subclass. The rest of us choose it from the beginning. I chose mine at 2.
Oh yeah, you're the divination wizard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit my long rest button real quick.
You're a fighter, so I don't know that you actually get a subclass hunter.
Yes, he does.
He does? Okay, my bad. See,
Can I-
Everyone
there you
does.
go. This
I
is why
pick
Matthew's
Bard?
playing, because then he can tell me why I'm wrong. Oh, that's multi-classing. Yes, you can. That's a different story. Well, if you have enough charisma.
He does.
I
He's
don't-
He does?
unusually high charisma for a fighter.
Yeah, I rolled good
Manage
charisma.
character and levels.
Yeah. All right. So, real quick, the treasure in the other room. I mean, you guys are going to spend some time searching for it. So, you would find some of the. I'm going to say that it's a stone room. So yes, things will burn, but it will die down. You would find near the what appears to be like kind of a special set apart bed, maybe a leader's bed. You would find a healer's kit and a poisoner's kit. And let's see, that stuff has burned up. That would be there still, and that would be there still. Okay. You'll also find a statue that appears to be very valuable, and then there is a chainmail shirt that you find.
Cool.
And I can iterate all of that later, like next week, if we need to talk about who's getting what. But so we have a chainmail shirt, a statue, a healer's kit, and a poisoner's kit. And then the things that you guys said you were like we already talked about on the other bodies, etc.
Perfect.
Cool.
The healer's kits are items, right? It's not like a spell thing.
Right.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
And I can do the like level up and go through that stuff like in my own spare time, right? That's
Yeah. I
okay.
mean, if you want to do it now, I could probably take a few minutes to look at that with you.
Okay. We'll do it.
I'm
But do you
looking at
wanna-
my
Do you want to end your stream, or do you want to keep doing?
No, if we're gonna do it now, I mean, I'd love to have, some eyes on it. People who know what I'm doing. Like, so first, what do? I click level, and then
Yeah. So manage character and levels. A little bit like in that panel you just had open there. A little bit further. There you go. Up.
character settings. Oh, there. Manage character
Ooh,
levels.
that'd be a good
Okay.
one to have.
There you go.
Level
So
30.
and then yeah, go to 3, and then you
Oh.
should scroll down, and you see martial archetype,
Okay.
That one.
and then you get to choose one. And in order to read what it's about, you're gonna have to like select each one, like, and just kind of look at it. If you wanted to
Oh.
do multi-class, like to do bard,
I don't.
We'd have
I
to do
don't.
that
No. I don't need to
Okay.
do that. I can kind of get
Okay.
an idea of what these are. So
yeah. So then
Um,
you select one and read, and it'll bring up a description. Like if you want to click champion there, and you can still undo it, and then it'll tell you. It should tell you. It
So,
didn't.
do you want the
Oh.
rundown on these?
Yeah, listen to him, not me.
So basically, the ones that appeal to me just on name alone are Battle Master and Champion. So let's start there.
So champion is if you don't want to be overwhelmed by mechanics and be decent. Champion's just like, hey, I just want to be like a normal fighter and better than a normal fighter.
Okay.
Battle Master is a better fighter too, but it's got a lot more buttons and stuff to play with through what are called maneuvers.
Okay.
You get these things called superiority dies that allow you to do all sorts of crazy things.
Superiority die. Yeah, Battle Master it is.
That's out of all of them. That's the pick I would have picked for your character.
Yeah, that seems fitting. Okay. So now I have, I guess, combat superiority.
You know, what kind of barbarian you're gonna pick, say?
It's a student of war.
There's a whole bunch of
Oh, holy hell!
yeah. This is like
Sorry.
this is like a fighter's version of spells, essentially.
Okay. So
You
it's
get
got to
lots
be
of-
something dignified. So,
Brewer
Yeah.
supply.
I'm thinking either brewers, calligraphers, cartographers, kind of an uppity kind of tool. Glass blowers, fancy pants.
Brutal. Choose your choice in your art gains 2 temporary hit points.
I think I'm
Zach,
gonna
do you-
go.
Do you have any ideas?
I'm still kind of looking through the options right now. Some of these look really cool. 'Cause, I mean, I've never played a barbarian before, so some of these look like a lot of fun. The Storm Herald is an interesting one. A lot of
Cool name.
utility for that. Check it out. Let's see. What is the Totem Warrior?
Totem Warrior is really powerful.
Path seeks attunement with the natural world, giving you a kinship with beasts at 3rd level. When you just have you cast beast sense and speak with animal spells, but only as rituals.
Look at the bear totem at level 3.
While raging, you have resistance to all damage except physical damage. Basically, does that mean
Except-
like
Except psychic damage.
yeah, all damage except psychic. So basically, like
Fire,
is that
electricity,
so? Is that half damage for any
Everything.
damage except for psychic? Ooh,
Yes.
that's good. Eagle, raging. Other creatures have disadvantage on opportunity attack rolls, and you can use the dash action as a bonus on your turn. Help.
Ancestral Guardian's pretty interesting too. If you
Yeah, I was looking at that one. That one seems like a really good tank build, basically.
yeah,
'Cause it
helping out
it
your
helps
teammates.
everyone else in the area.
Right.
The wild magic one just looks like pure chaos and fun at the same time.
Yeah.
You'll
So-
never know what it's gonna bring.
So part of it is trying to figure out like what's cool and awesome, but also what fits your character.
Yeah.
I would say Berserker, but Berserker is terrible.
Yeah, I was
Exhaustion
like-
is a terrible mechanic.
I was looking at that and it seemed interesting, but it just yeah.
Yeah, exhaustion sucks.
I don't exactly
Alright.
get what exhaustion does, but I feel like I've heard of that.
If you get enough of it, you die.
Oh, that sounds great.
And if you get like 2 of them, you're basically useless in a fight. So.
Oh, so
yeah.
I can't. So basically, I could rage twice in my long rest, and then after that, I would be useless for the rest of the time until I rest again. So.
Well, no, you only get 1 exhaustion from a long cleared from long rest. That's the real problem. Is it's hard to clear.
I also liked the idea of which one? No, Battle Rager I can't do because that's dwarfs only. The Throne of the
Totem Warrior.
Beast seems interesting too.
Yeah, if Josh's character dies, he's gonna be a barbarian of the beast.
Okay,
A goblin.
so I won't do
barbarian.
that then. I'll leave him that one.
No, do whatever you want. But I think Totem Warrior absorbing all the damage. How can you not want to do that? Anyway, I gotta go to bed. Let me know if you guys have. Let me know if you have any question.
I think I
Good
got.
playing.
I think I got mine. Yeah, absolutely. Thank
For
you.
the help.
Yeah, no problem.
Matthew,
Close on
thanks
the
so
field.
much. Catch
Yeah,
you
thanks
later.
for having me.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
next time, dude.
Bye.
All right.
Wild
So when
magic seems like ridiculousness. So
Let
basically,
me just-
whenever I rage, so when you enter rage, you roll off the magic table to determine the magical effect produced. If the effect requires a saving throw, the DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your Constitution modifier. So if you roll a 1, shadowy tendrils lash around you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage, and you also gain
My
1d12 temporary hit points. Option 2, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see until your rage ends. You can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action, so you can be teleporting all over the freaking place.
Wow.
As an 3, if you roll a 3, an intangible spirit, which looks like a flump for a pixie, appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice you can see within 30 feet of you. And at the end of your current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect each of your turns as a bonus action. 4, magic infuses one weapon of your choice you're holding until your rage ends. This damage type change to force, and it gains the light and thrown properties. Long range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. If the weapon leaves your hand, the weapon reappears in your hand at the end of the current turn. You get Mjolnir with that one. 5, whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before the rage ends, the creature takes 1d6 force damage. This magic lasts out in retribution. 6, until your rage ends, you're surrounded by multicolored protective lights. You gain a +1 bonus to AC, and while within 10 feet of you, your allies gain a bonus. 7, flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground around within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain. And 8, a bolt of light shoots from your chest, and another creature of your choice that you see within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn. To the rage ends, you can use the effect. I think I have to do this. I think that sounds like craziness and fun all at the same time.
Sound pretty nuts. Did Dan freeze for anybody else? You still there, Dan?
Oh yeah, he looks like he's like
He's
credits
in
are
a
gonna
very
come up.
content mood.
Credits are gonna come up, and they're gonna be like starring Daniel Gleason as
Yeah. Yeah. Freeze frame. I think I have mine. So this sounds like me.
Hey,
So
sorry, guys.
the first one is welcome back. Commanding presence. So it says when you make a charisma, intimidation, charisma performance, or charisma persuasion check, you can expend one superiority die and add the superiority die to the ability check. And then a precision attack is basically the same thing except for with attacks, which seems pretty crazy. And then sweeping attack, I can hit more than one person at a time, which...
Yeah, there's that ability you were asking about.
That's the one I want right there. So I think I'm set on those. Do I need to do anything to manage HP or hit dice? Or...
How much was your hit point? How much was your hit points previously? Wasn't it like? I don't remember either. I'm sorry. I accidentally shut my laptop down by closing the lid. I was trying to turn off a light.
My hit points before were. I thought that they were. Aren't they 25 before that? No, they were 18. 18. So that seems right.
Yeah. So it automatically increased your health. Yeah.
Do I need to do anything to this?
You shouldn't need to do anything there.
Okay.
And I don't think I think that's it. I think that's all the changes that you need to make at this point.
All right. Nice. Okay, so 20 out of 25. So now I have these superiority dice on here. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I have to do the wild magic. That just sounds like fun. I'm doing wild magic. Okay, I made my choice. I like the idea of rolling for random crap to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I have all the... I'll have to figure out how to actually use these superiority dice. You learn maneuvers that are filled by maneuvers. You have 4 d8 superior dice per short rest. So when I use them, I check them off.
Yeah.
And then 4d8, is that something I have to click anywhere, or am I just actually just doing this?
Let's see. I'm going to open your character sheet really quick on my computer and take a look at it. I think you have to do it manually.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere to actually roll superiority dice. I think you just have to do this, which is fine. One of them is okay, so you just basically are adding them. So if I did commanding presence, so if I did a intimidation check, so I'm like, where is it? So if I rolled an intimidation, then I could essentially add 1d8 to that. So I could say 22. Okay. I see.
I'll have to take a look at this to see how that's going to work. I'm unfamiliar with it, with how that works.
It seems pretty straightforward. You learn maneuvers that are fueled by the dice. Maneuvers enhance an attack in some way. You have 4d8 per short rest. So
right. Well, and that's what I'm wondering is like, there's only 4 spots there. So when you use a superiority die, are you rolling a d8? Is that the deal?
1d8, yeah. You get 4.
Okay.
You get 4
of them.
d8, like
right.
to use. So you basically are just picking the like. I wanted to do a sweeping.
Okay.
Like there are 2 goblins standing next to each other. Like I wanted to do this tonight, but like I didn't have the means to do it. So on this one, I can say 1 to deal damage to another creature. So like I would just basically go, okay, I dealt this damage to 1, and then I roll 1d8 to do damage to the other.
Okay, and the damage to the other would equal to what you rolled on your superiority die.
Right, exactly.
Got it.
So then I just check
Got
off
it.
I used 1. I think that's it. I think it's pretty straightforward,
Yeah,
honestly.
that's pretty awesome.
I'm excited. All right, thanks for setting all this up again, Dan.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thanks for playing, guys.
We will.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be around next week? Did we already say that?
Holy shit, I can rage 3 times?
Not listening.
Yes. Yeah, you should be able to rage equal to the number of levels you have.
All right, I'm gonna stop the stream and go to bed myself. But are we doing this next Monday?
Yes, next Monday.
All right. Well, I'll catch you guys then.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Good night.
All right.
Take care. Good
All
playing,
right.
everybody.
See you guys.